We are now joined by the one and only Mina Kimes. Mina! Welcome, Mina!
Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor that you guys are rocking with me.
Wow. Was that a Clay impression?
Rocking with you on a Friday. Old school.
Mina, we have to talk to you about Love is Blind.
I'm ready. Born ready.
Wait,
so
let me hit a sounder first.
Let
me hit a sounder first.
Spoiler alert. Sorry.
Is it a spoiler if it came out on Wednesday? We're taping that. This is, well, anyways, whatever. Yeah, it's, I guess, spoiler.
Yeah, if you're not caught up, if you haven't watched the reunion. Mina, first of all, what did you think of the reunion? Because I feel like I was left with more questions than answers.
Thank you. Yeah, first of all, I did a recap show with Dave Dennis Jr. You guys can check out on youtube.com/@Mina Kimes. Please subscribe if you aren't already. We do a lot of fun stuff there. I had mixed feelings about it. I think the production team, Vanessa, Nick, they've clearly grown from the debacle that was the live reunion, not just technologically, and this wasn't actually live, but also, they asked a lot of the questions that the internet wanted answered. So I have to give them some credit. It wasn't as bad. However, a lot left on the table. You guys alluded to it before we started taping. I felt Jimmy and Chelsea was probably one of the most intriguing storylines of the season, and barely any questions, any screen time for two of them. In fact, they focused more on Jimmy and Jess and gave Jess the time to litigate in great and boring detail an interview Jimmy gave. I was not interested in this at all. I suspect the show did it because Jess is the biggest internet star to come out of this season, which is why she was given main floor seating despite not being in a couple, which good on you, Jess. So I didn't love that. I also feel like there were things I wanted to know more about Brittany and Kenneth and the racial aspect of their breakup relationship. So they didn't get into that, but they did, I thought, a pretty good job with the Laura, Sarah and Jeremy triangle of sadness, as I call them. And ultimately, I think the way they handled the Trevor situation with reenacting the text in real time was brilliant.
That was awesome. When he just
so
was
well
like,
done.
Can I just go? Can I just leave? I respected that so much. I would do that in any conversation I'm uncomfortable. I'm just going to go. I'm just going to leave.
He froze up. I think because the truth is that he wasn't actually in love with the woman who he was texting with. And he also came on the show for bad reasons, so he had no good answer. He came on and he said, I had a whole thing planned. He was going to say, I don't know what that thing was because there's really no way for him to get out of this. But
I feel also like, for those of you who didn't watch this guy Trevor comes on. He has a girlfriend before, and
Spoiler
he says,
alert. Sorry.
Okay.
Allegedly.
He says, no, well, we saw the text. He said, "I love you."
I would have refuted the text, by the way. I would have been like, guys, this is not real.
Yeah. Well, he didn't. And then Nick Lachey sort of goes really hard in on Trevor and Sarah Ann, being like, if you didn't come here for love, you are robbing people of an opportunity. And I'm like, dude, you're doing this to be on TV. Like, there is an aspect that, this is a show on TV. There's part of it that you're doing to be on TV. It was like very sanctimonious.
Way too much time spent defending the integrity of the show, right? And to your point with Sarah Ann, like, they were so upset she made a video saying it was reality TV. This is a reality television, is the grammar sometimes kills me. But anyways, they were so mad at that, and they were like, how dare you, this was real. How dare you call this entertainment? And when she said they didn't show any of her relationship with Jeremy, Vanessa was like, that's because he didn't pick you. Okay, so I mean, that was an editing choice. And then to transition from defending the integrity of the show to saying next season on Perfect Match really took me out as the big reveal.
So something that we talked about earlier, they didn't really hit on Jimmy or Chelsea at all. But during the ceremony, I don't know if you noticed this, they were very touchy-feely. He had his arm around her. There was some leg touch. We don't know the state of what Jimmy and Chelsea are. What do you think it is?
Well, they also have been sightings of them, right, at a wedding, at a restaurant in Florida. And it's funny because the reunion was so conscious of internet rumors and things. And again, like the Sarah Ann video, Sarah Ann, they were so mad. Oh, you spoiled it for the audience by appearing in a TikTok. Like that was the transgression that they were harping on, more than, I don't know, Trevor's ex accusing him of revenge porn. Like, no, let's get mad at Sarah Ann for spoiling the show. But anyways, they didn't address that at all. And I found that really confusing. I did feel like Chelsea was kind of protected throughout the reunion. Like they didn't go hard on her. The Megan Fox thing, they completely missed a point, which is not that she doesn't look like Megan Fox, it's that she planted the idea in Jimmy's head. No one addressed that. Speaking of ruining the sanctity of the process, right? You could tell also the cast they're all really good friends with her. Like they were all defending her. And that was one of my takeaways from the reunion. Like I feel like there's a really strong girl group of friends, Jess, AD, Chelsea, and Laura. And that sort of hovered over, like there was like alliances playing out and they were kind of protecting each other.
I feel like we've seen that every season now. It becomes a popularity contest, and the people who do well in the reunion are the group of friends who have managed to stay a group of friends, and then they gang up on the people who have not been groups of friends, which always to me is just also lame. I just felt like Nick and Vanessa, there were the only things that I really wanted to know is what happened after the weddings. Did you guys try to date each other again? And are you dating now? And they didn't ask Jimmy or Chelsea or AD and Clay either of those questions. So I'm going to start a petition to get a sideline reporter in there because I need someone who's going to get real answers.
Right. It felt like they wanted to redeem certain people, and at the cost of asking serious questions. Like, for example, for Clay to come out and say to AD, she's the love of my life twice, and AD clown nose being like, oh yeah, I'd date him again, of course. If I'm the host, I'm like, okay, I'm still rocking. It's been a year. Have you guys gone on any dates?
Yes.
Has he communicated this to you at all in the year? Or did he wait and see how popular you were on the internet and the reception to the show and decide to spring this on you? Because that is, I think, pretty pertinent. Or, for example, look, Jeremy and Sarah suck. I want to be clear.
The worst.
But when Laura revealed that like the incident of the location tracking happened the day she's like, and he met my family and we were going to get married. Pause. You mean when your family told you to stop bullying him?
Yeah. They were like, you're really mean to this guy. And she was like, he can take it.
I hate Hawaiian shirts, though.
I actually, I thought Jeremy looked okay. Some questionable fashionable decisions, so all around.
I mean, I actually did see an Access Hollywood or an E something, gossip magazines, forgive me for not getting this right, where Chelsea was interviewed at the red carpet thing and they said, did you and Jimmy date? And I was like, well, that's the one thing I wanted to know. This was on Chelsea's story. And she said, we tried after the show wrap for about 4 days. And now we're just he's been a great support system for me. We're just really good friends. Folks, I don't buy it. Do you buy that, Mina?
That they're not dating or that he's been a good support?
Well, both.
I think he's a fraud.
Go on.
He's a fraud. I think he's full of crap. I think he is, to frankly, Jeremy's point, very concerned about his image. And I feel like I don't think they dated. I do think they've probably hooked up. I mean, all these people,
they're all messy.
Well, the show makes it seem like once the wedding is over, they can never see each other again, right? It's like, or even when they break up, it's like the Hunger Games where like their faces get shot into the sky. Like when
Right.
Ken and Brittany broke up, it's like, well, that's it. They're done. They're dead to the show. I don't think that's true. I think a lot of them kind of stay in touch and probably hook up, but I don't think they're together. I think that they're just teasing it for clout.
Fraud.
Is Sarah Ann a girl's girl?
I don't think
any of them are girls. Sorry,
Okay.
just putting that out there.
Sarah Ann, in her defense,
Nope. I'm out.
I said this to David. I was like, the second when they were in the pause and she was like, I'm a patriot, talking about her politics.
Okay.
It was, again, like when you have she's half Asian, so I was like, no, not one of ours, But in her defense, she treated their relationship like meaning Laura and Jeremy's relationship, like a 2-week relationship. She was like, why should I respect your engagement?
Right.
It's been 2 weeks. And honestly, some validity to that. Now she stinks. I don't like her, but I'm just saying this comes down to like the whole like who respects the sanctity of the show sort of thing. I don't really think what she did was so bad.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, I don't know. I can't really take any of it like fully seriously in terms of, because you're like, this is a show. Kenneth and Brittany though. No. I mean, they talk every day.
Questions.
They FaceTime. What, Tony?
Unanswered questions. A lot of questions there that we didn't have any of the answers to.
They're just best friends? I don't know.
Well, the question I had was whether or not the breakup was reenacted, as has been alleged.
I didn't hear that, really?
Yeah, there's I think Jess said it actually in an interview. So this isn't even like a TikTok theory that part of the reason why Ken looks so detached and unemotional when they broke up is that they made them reenact it for the cameras.
I saw a girl post that on TikTok though, and Brittany commented and was like, "You have no idea what you're talking about. Wow. Like that's not true."
Well, maybe Brittany might want to be on Perfect Match 3, except she doesn't strike me as the type to go on Perfect Match 3. Are you excited for Perfect Match, Mina?
I was so worried when they showed Micah and Izzy that the reveal was going to be that they were dating.
Same.
It's like when someone has like, I don't know, like a stack of pancakes and ketchup and they're holding the ketchup over the pancakes and you're like, oh my God, don't combine those two things. Yeah, don't do it. And then they revealed that they were both on Perfect Match. I mean, Dave and I both watch Perfect Match. It is truly the dregs of the dregs. But yes, I watch it. I will watch every minute of it.
Same.
Also, Trevor's going to be on. They like didn't acknowledge that. It's because he takes so hard.
The whole thing is messy. Perfect Match is the messiest you can get. I love it unabashedly. Mina, thank you so much for sharing your Love is Blind wisdom. I can't wait for the next season, mostly just to hear what you have to say about it.
Oh, I appreciate it. As I said, thank you for having me. Thank you for rocking with me.
I'm not above you. I'm not below you. I'm right here with you.
Right there with you.
Right there with you.
Fraud.